Hello. Happy New Year. We're like back at it. Kids are back at school. Most everybody is done with their vacation or their storm days or whatever just happened the last few weeks. I feel like we had 5 Sundays in a row. I actually asked a friend if we could meet on Friday because I thought it was Monday and I thought she was back from vacation. And she's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to be back from vacation in time. So awesome. All right, so there's so many things out there about starting the new year on the right foot and resolutions, and I will be going through or talking, teaching, writing more about those things too. But today it's just the same as every other January 1st, 2nd through the 10th over the last 13 years of what I've seen, and I can typically see the stress, well, typically, no, not typically, I can always see the stress response in people's bodies. And you might not see them, you might not pay attention to those signs because they likely happen gradually. But the more stressors that begin to accumulate, the more we take away the good things that offset the accumulation of the stressors, the more chance we're going to have a flare-up of some sort. So maybe it's physical, maybe it's chronic disease, so so RA flares up, or fibromyalgia flares up, or migraines flare up. Maybe it's your big toe pain is worse. Maybe it's your low back, wrists physically. Maybe it's emotionally. You kind of feel like an emotional roller coaster, or you're quick to cry, you're quick to get angry. Maybe it's mental. You feel like you're in a fog, struggling at work with focus and concentration and being tired, and your memory, you don't feel like it's as sharp. Those are all flare-ups. And it's so interesting to watch because I don't know if you watched my last video about obligations. They're so tightly put together. They're so tightly intertwined is what I'm trying to say. And so most of the time we go into what we perceive as helping others before we help ourselves, and I would consider that self-sabotage. So spend too much on gifts, eat too much stuff, go to 5 Christmases. So in the process of that, we run out of time and we run out of money. And then we say, well, budget's a little bit short, not going to be able to get adjusted. Budget's a little bit tight. My kids will just wait till next month. A little bit too busy. Let's run through Dairy Queen on the way home. Most people start some kind of new habits in the beginning of the year, yet if you don't change your mindset around them and you don't figure out ways to what you're going to sacrifice, the result will never be there. So if you're looking to be healthier or get rid of migraines or whatever your thing is, it's never going to change until you break the cycle of what you just did at the holidays. So in the meantime, we have accumulation of stressors that brings down our body's resistance. That is brain, that's gut. Gut is the second brain. We typically eat crappy, we don't stay in routine with eating, sleep, probably habits, exercise, meditation, yoga, whatever you do to make sure you stay healthy, and you think, well, this is just for 3 days or 5 days or 2 weeks. And in the meantime, the flare-ups continue to happen. The more we have accumulation of stressors, and then the more you take away the good things that are going to offset that, there's no way that your body can handle it. The inflammatory response is too high. Every single adjustment gets your brain and your body to adapt to stressors and to modify the inflammatory response, aka heal. Inflammation is normal. It's normal under stress. It protects us. And we were just talking about this with family last night, but it protects us until it doesn't, until it's too much and your body is going in. The snowball is way too freaking big as it's coming down the hill, and then you can't stop it. So we need to be better at taking care of ourselves and understanding what those things are to take care of us. If you're getting adjusted to get rid of your weekly headaches, it's likely, well, number one, that's a very limited mindset because there's likely other habits that need to change also, but it's not enough to keep your brain and your body, your physiology continuing to tick at 110%. And so as soon as you settle or you are satisfied with your body functioning at 50%, that's when I say that's self-sabotage, or that's falling into victim, or I'm too busy running my kids to and from here, or I can't. That's not true. That is true if they are your priority over your whole family or over your health or whatever. But flare-ups and obligation go together. What we feel obligated to do, what we feel resentful of, what we feel guilty not doing, all of those things, if we take out the good, if we take out getting adjusted every week, 2 times a week, 2 times a month, whatever is best for you to function at 110%, if you give up your regular sleep pattern, if you are best without inflammatory foods, dairy, gluten, and you splurged and you haven't gotten back on track, if you're dehydrated, those are all pieces to the puzzle. But the single most important thing is to stay on your adjustment schedule so your physiology can continue to handle the stressors. Or it's the slow burn, man. It is the slow burn. The woman starts to feel disconnected. The woman starts to feel like they're not handling all the stressors. The woman starts to shut down. The woman starts to have some aches and pains that aren't normal. The men are completely different. They're more physical. They start feeling more stuff. They probably have mental and emotional and all those things too, but theirs happens quicker and faster than women have the slow burn. And children, you just have to take a peek at their behavior and their sleep patterns and their interaction to know what their flare-up is. So my hope is that you understand your stressors, what leads to that slow burn, and what you need to continue to do, where your obligations are creating self-sabotage. So if you need to buy this many Christmas presents for your kids and you need to go to 5 Christmases, and that has created depletion, exhaustion, and you being broke, I don't feel like that's worth it. Obviously that's up to you. But then in the meantime, your health is sacrificed. I really struggle with that. So most of the time we probably don't even know those are our choices. We don't know that they're leading to that, but helping you understand that the adjustment has really nothing to do with the physical parts of us, how we feel physically. It's physiologically, and it's handling stress responses, and it's decreasing inflammatory responses that start to create dis-ease in our body, and that's what creates chronic disease. Adios from here. Have a great one. We have a rockin' Monday back in the Monday, see? We have a rockin' Wednesday back in the office. Can't wait to see you. Bye.